It's very nice meeting you. We just talked a
Yeah.
little bit, got to know each other. We're meeting as well for the first time ever. We actually got to know each other yesterday. So,
Yes, it's crazy how
yes.
everything goes so fast.
Yeah, yeah. Life is life.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
I really wanted to start by, getting to know you a little bit. What do you do and who you are as a person? What's your name? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really amazing actually to like experience something like that because I always wanted to like share or talk in some kind of like this environment or like in this how you would say like podcast. My name is Auguste and I am designer, but I would say I'm more like I came from programming background and I have like this high degree or like education in programming, but it's more like in multimedia. So it's not only programming. I was studying many things, and film
Yeah.
production, and design, and video editing, game
It's,
design. So it was like a lot of different fields, and I really like that because I wasn't sure where to go, and I knew that I really like this IT. And at first I thought maybe I should go for programming and be a
mhm.
programmer, but yeah. When I was studying those like 4 years, it changed a bit my perspective because programming is, I don't know, a bit boring for me. Just you write code and you don't see anything visual, and
So you're more of a
it's not
visual
for me.
person that needs
Hmm.
to
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, I really like this when I can see visually what I can create and like why I am now a UX UI designer specifically and why I chose this path because it combines my two strong, I would say, like personalities because I'm very logical person and I really can like think structurally and for me it's very easy to follow some kind of structure but as well I would say I'm creative. So these two different like my features, how
Mhm.
do you call it, and I see that UX UI design is it's very like I can express myself and fully
Yeah.
express because it requires a lot of also thinking and understanding and how to make everything like work not
Together.
only a good user experience but also like you need to think further and how everything will be programmed and there are a lot of things to pay attention actually
Yeah.
also you need to be very creative and to think how to make everything
I feel you very much with that. I have similar perspective. Like I'm coming as well from the business
nice.
side, but I'm creative person. So I was like, how I do match these things, I want to ask you to come back a little bit to your childhood. Were you in the childhood, this child who knew that I wanna go
Yeah.
into this creative field?
Yeah, yeah. My childhood was kind of, I would say, challenging, really challenging. But I never thought that I will be a designer because I had this very maybe low self-esteem, and I thought, oh, maybe I'm not creative and I'm not good enough. And there was like a lot of like processes inside me, and I was studying really hard also at school, and I was more like studying. And I never thought that I will turn into more this creative path because I was good at math and at physics, at IT, and I thought maybe I will go somewhere. I don't know. I was thinking about going to study physics because I really like physics, and yeah, it was for me now when I see at this point it's quite surprising that I am designer if I look
Yeah,
back to my childhood. But I was always creative, but I didn't have confidence in that. I always like to do something with I don't know. I used to draw some mandalas when I was a child, and I really enjoyed that, or make something I don't know something handy. It was very interesting always for me to create something, but I never thought that I'm creative yeah, because I don't know, maybe I didn't have like anything to say that to me or anything to encourage me on that.
could I
Yeah,
ask
yeah, sure.
why? If you want to answer this, if you're not, like it's fine. But like, why did you have low self-esteem at that age?
Yeah, I would say. I just didn't have like normal childhood. I don't remember, like, I only remember actually it from videos because my father is video editor, and that time he had a camera and he recorded like when I was first years old, 2 years old, and like my some kind of childhood celebrations. And when I watched myself like a child, I was like, wow, okay, I felt happy. And for me, it's a bit like it was really emotional because I didn't know that. Like when I remember myself, always was a lot of struggles, and a lot of suffering because I was growing with my mother, and my mother has only with my mother because my parents divorced when I was, I don't know, maybe 4 years old. And yeah, I was living only with my mother, and she has a lot of like diseases, troubles, and I was always taking care of her, and I felt like responsible for her. And when you are a child and you already have this like responsibility, it's yeah, you grow very fast actually. And when I was 8 years old, I remember myself thinking really like philosophical questions about life, and like why there are so many, like, I don't know, crimes, or why people are suffering. And was not very usual thoughts for a child, I would say.
I wanted to say honestly that these experiences they happen to people, and myself I have very similar experience. My mother has from the childhood depression, so
Mm,
like from
mm-hmm,
that thing from the childhood, we are four kids in the family as well, and I kind of have memory that
mm-hmm,
I was responsible for like my parents, so it's a similar feeling.
mm, yeah.
So I totally
Yeah,
understand.
but now as I see it, it was, yeah, a lot of challenges at home, also at school. I was always like this. I was always a bit rebellious and not going with the flow. I would say I had this strong view in my life, but also because of this lack of confidence, I couldn't always defend myself. My class was in my class there were like a lot of rich kids, and I was like not from rich family, and we were always saving money with the mom. And yeah, there was always like this, like, I don't know, some bullying. And because I didn't like go with everyone
Yeah.
in my class, it was kind of survival: bully others or you get bullied. My values like were stronger and higher, and I couldn't join this
Yeah, yeah.
bullying.
I'm curious in which place of Lithuania you were growing.
Vilnius, yeah, in Vilnius, in capital. So yeah, my whole family from capital. And yeah, it was for me always, I don't know, it was a challenge because I really enjoy this like warm communication, and myself, I am empathic person.
I really feel that if you go through these kind of experiences early age, you get like really empathic, feeling other people. So I saw that you created as well the design studio, like it's called Empathic Studio or
Mm-hmm.
Empath Studio. And
Empat.studio, yes, yes.
what was the break point when you got the confidence to stand up for yourself and choose your path,
Mm,
and you basically go that way?
yeah. I think there were like many different, like, how to say, like break points in my life, because yeah, I had many challenges. Now my life is calmer, and but for, I don't know, 20 years it was always a huge challenge. And I think every new challenge grew me more and more. And it was basically those challenges were about some relationships, and in general with parents, then with
Yeah,
boyfriends and something like that. And there were many challenges, and after every challenge I just became
strong.
stronger. And also what helped me really, I think that I really like to dig into psychology and into spiritual aspect of life. And I was always thinking deeply, I would say. I really like
Mhm.
to to think about like in details. If, for example, I don't know, if I take some part of my life, I don't know, if I think about, for example, money. So I don't just think how to make money. I think how can I make impact into the world, and how I can make money that will help also not for me but for others, and will help others, I don't know, just to live their better life. I always had this wider view of everything, and yeah, this brought me to this also self exploration and therapies, lots of therapies. They helped me really a lot, and I just step by step became what I am now. I'm still working on myself, and I'm still doing therapy, but I think those all challenges, they're like gift for me. It was really challenging, yeah, at that time, and I felt depressed really long for a long time in my life. But I was like, I always had this view when I was at school and everyone was partying. My view was that I want to like study harder, or I don't know, just try to do as much as I can, because I know that it will be easier in the future. And I was always like in this point of view, I was always trying to learn something new and go to some kind of events, just try to go from my comfort zone, and always try to look for new opportunities and accept those opportunities, even if I'm scared or I don't know. But
Yes,
this, but
I
it's
love
really
it.
helped me.
I love it. How do your usual conversations with the people look like? Are you a small talker or a deep talker, like with the people when you meet them?
It's a funny thing, and I don't know why this happens, but when I meet new people, I feel that they can open up to me, and I don't like small talks at all. And yeah, I always like to go deep, really
Yes,
deep with people and with new people, and I like to dig everything from that people person. I mean, and sometimes it's not very good because every person has their own like pace, and sometimes I can force a bit. But now I try to now be more gentle and on it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I really enjoy like getting to know new person, because it's always something like a new lesson. I learn something new about myself, about the world, and when I talk with other person, I hear myself from the side, and also it helped me more to understand myself actually, yeah, and what am I as a person.
You said like the going outside of comfort zone is really has a big impact on your like life, and you always like go for it. Any chance you know Yes Fury?
Yes, I know, and I met them in Lithuania. They also inspired me. Yeah, I watched them, and I really want also to be more like them, more open. And in general, I'm shy person, and for me, it's always a challenge to go to another person
The thing
because
is that I see that you are living in Asia now, right? You have
yeah,
created
yeah.
like two companies, and you say you're introvert.
I'm not like introvert. I'm not introvert. I'm more like ambivert, if you know
Yeah,
this.
I know.
It's in between. So I like communicating with people, but I just feel shy about it. It's not like that. I don't want to communicate with them. Just I don't know. I'm just as I remember myself, I was always a shy kid. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It just I think that this is also a good thing to be shy, because I think in this modern world we lack this feature, or how to say it. I think that we need to develop more of this shyness, I don't know, this humbleness, because now I'm actually reading a book about ego, and I really try to work a lot with my ego, because I see ego as a biggest like enemy in success, because you always need to understand that you cannot like think that you are the best, because it's harmful for yourself and for others. You just need to understand that, okay, I'm like, yes, I'm good enough, but there are always like no separation. You know what I'm saying? Just everyone is good enough, and I'm trying to be humble and to understand that, yes, for example, I'm designer, but I don't want to raise my ego also in that field. That my goal, yes, is to become really good designer, but I don't want to like get this pride or something. Yeah, I want to always to be like this humble person,
Yeah.
because it's, I don't know, it goes with my values. I think it's what make us good persons. Person that we are just humble and kind, and this is what we have to develop and improve in our life
Yeah,
all the time.
totally agree with it. Did you ever had a moment in your life where you understood I have an ego, like I need to let myself down?
Yeah, yeah, I used to have, and I still have, uh, but I used to have even bigger ego
How did you
because
understand that? Yeah.
I had really, really hard relationship, and it was very toxic. And during that relationship, I saw all my like evil part and how evil I can be actually, and it like broke me completely to seeing that dark side of me. But also it helped me to I don't know, be friends with that side, just to become friends. Now I'm more accepting maybe myself, and everyone, we have this like dark side, or how do you call it,
Yeah.
like bad some behavior. Why we have this big ego is because of our traumas, and if we heal them and if we work on our traumas, our ego also it's getting down, and you become to realize that there is like nothing to be secure, because ego is just shield actually
Yeah.
shield from the world, and you don't let people to you because you're very hurt inside, and you want to protect yourself. And when you work on yourself, then you realize that you are enough, you're good what you are
Totally.
just
Yeah.
because you are. And then yeah, everything seems like an ego starts to melt down. And yeah, I still have it, and I still see it, and it's still very hard sometimes for me, even when I see, for example, that now I'm having like this, I don't know, now my ego is playing the role, and now I'm like very stubborn and about something. I see that, and it's always hard to realize that, okay, I need to cool down and
Yeah.
come back to my heart. It's a challenge, but yeah, I'm working on it. And it's
Everyone's
very,
working
very
on
important.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You speak a lot of things, and what can I say? It's very relatable, and I think a lot of people think about
Mm,
similar stuff, but they don't talk about it. It actually
mm,
depends on the people. Some people speak about these things with each other, and when you speak with each other, it helps you as well discover. I guess the situations,
mm.
the hard situations especially, they are the ones that really teach us. Like,
Yeah, of course. We see it as a gift in life, because it's an opportunity to grow, and just need to see that opportunity. Learn something also.
so I have some cards that you probably know. They are for the deep questions, and I will draw some cards.
Okay.
I don't know the questions yet. They are actually the yes theory cards that have super deep questions that usually don't speak even with the deepest friends about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will just
Yeah.
choose some
Very nice. I like.
random card and ask you the question.
Okay. Sure.
All right, that's the boring question.
Okay.
Okay, actually, I drew.
Go for another.
Bro, you will not imagine what happened. I did this card into the random, and I got it out again, the same one. So I think it has to be this.
Wow.
Have you ever spent a day
Okay.
without your phone? If yes, how did it feel? If no, why not?
Mm, yes, this is very. Yeah, good question actually, because actually technology really bothers me, and it's
Really?
interesting question. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I use them every day because of my work. But if I could make money without it, I would think I would not use at all technologies. Because I don't know, I really enjoy this real life. I'm still with technologies, but I really enjoy here in Asia because here people are more like close to their heart, and it's really
Yeah,
important for me. This like empathy, it's very important for me, and the freedom is very important for me. And I don't feel very free in Lithuania because there are so many strict rules and people are very reserved, and I don't feel that I can fully express myself. But for example, here, I don't know, I feel like at home actually. It's like I'm in my right place, and it's because of this connection with people, and people are
mhm,
here very kind, they're very warm, and they're very welcoming. And this is what is my life about, this connections, about communication, about just conversations. It really makes me happy. And speaking about this all like technologies and the phones, and it's addiction, you know. It's also an addiction, and now I try to more get into routine and daily tasks or something, I don't know, else than technologies. I try to not use phone when I wake up for 1 hour. I try to, as much as I can, if I have opportunity not to use a phone, I try not to do that. But it's also hard because it's a addiction, very hard addiction, and it's a big problem actually in this modern world. And that's why there are many depressed people. That's why there are so many like, panic attacks that people are having a lot of now, or maybe they're like more speaking about it, I
yeah.
don't know. But I also have this like anxiety, and it helps me when I in the nature, and when I'm just switched off from everything, every like this flow of infinite information. It's better for my mental health for sure. So yeah, I would love to for a month to disconnect from all technologies. Well, it will be would be a dream for me. I
Have you
just want
heard?
to live like a life.
Have you heard of the silent camps, where it's like a
I
meditation where you
hmm
just go,
yeah.
you leave
hmm
the old technology, and like you stay, for
yeah
example, 3 10 days, and don't have any
yeah
phone, you don't speak to people, you don't even look into the people's eyes, and
yeah, I
yeah,
know this Buddhism practice. It's a Vipassana, and I did this in Thailand because Thailand is Buddhist culture. And I went to Vipassana, but it was like for few days, and it was not like this very strict Vipassana. But yeah, I want to go for 10 days. But it's a bit hard for me because I also have this, yes, empat.studio, where I work with this design and websites, but also now I have a startup to create, and there are a lot of things to do.
and the startup is extreme sport. So
Yeah, it is. So it's interesting for me. It's something new. I'm learning a lot because we have strong mentors and they're guiding my team. But yeah, it's still I'm still on this some kind of cycle of running and doing something. And yes, I like this movement, but also I want to learn how to balance my life and how
yeah,
to stop. And it's hard for me because I'm a hard worker actually, and a bit also like a workaholic. And I see this problem, and I try to work with it.
I see your
Because
point to that. But
yeah,
like I not see the I see, yeah, I see the point, I relate to it myself, but I feel that if you are this kind of character person, like even if you stop, like you still would need to do something to be active and stop doing. But from my
yeah,
experience, I had this mandatory break that I really burned out, and I like stopped
mm,
working like 2 jobs as well for a year. and stopped my studies as
Mm-hmm.
well, and it just stopped everything. It was like the biggest discomfort like ever, because I'm as well
Mm-hmm.
workaholic and used to do like a lot of things at the same time. So this comes,
Mm-hmm.
they come like usually mandatory. So I wish that
Mm-hmm.
this wouldn't come for you.
Understand that I need to do something for it, or otherwise it will go for some kind
I,
of disease. So I try.
yeah, but are you stressful because you have so many things, or you have balance between those things?
Yeah. Now I try to have more balance, and it really helps me when I am here in Asia. When I'm in Lithuania, it's very, very hard for me, and I often feel very stressed because, yeah, different energy actually. I really believe and feel that we have this collective energy in some places, and in Lithuania there are a lot of like this, I don't know, anger and also
Yeah.
this workaholic vibe as well, that you need to work hard
in the,
and a lot.
in the Western society, workaholism is very well greeted. Like they always like,
Mm-hmm.
if you work a lot, it's a feeling that you're doing well, you're doing good. You need to work a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't agree with that, and I think life is about enjoying this moment and helping others, and
Exactly.
but it's just very hard to stop. And yeah, for me, it's also very big discomfort to stop, and it's very hard for me all the time when I have too much things to do. I think, okay, now I need to stop and I need to like maybe don't search for new clients, but somehow I still do it and I still get new clients and new projects, and it's always like that. And I'm getting really angry at myself that I cannot stop. And it's like I don't have problems now with, I don't know, money. I can live with my savings for a year, and it's okay. I can rest, but it's really hard for me to stop, and it's a huge problem. Actually, I think it's a huge problem for people who work for themselves, freelancers.
Yeah.
And it's very nice that you have this flexibility and you are your own boss and you can do whatever you want actually and work from wherever you want. But also, it's very, very hard because, yes, you are your own boss. You need to manage your time, you need to manage your balance, your like time when you are not thinking about work. And I feel like I'm always working when I'm going somewhere, and I'm going somewhere just to enjoy, or going for some kind of party. I'm still might be chatting with clients and answering something.
If you have your own business, what I'm trying to say, you are working 24/7. Like you don't have
Mm-hmm.
limited hours. So do you have the activity
Yeah.
where you really are enjoying that much, where you forget those other things and you can rest?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's something active for me. For example, I go to the gym. In Lithuania, I have this personal trainer, and it's also helped me because yeah, when we are having this private session, I'm not thinking about job then. Also, maybe this hiking. Yeah, I really like hiking mountains. I really enjoy something active, or I don't know, driving like a bicycle or something like that. I really enjoy being in the nature. I think, I don't know, I feel very strong this connection with universe, or how do you call it,
Yeah, yeah.
when I'm in nature, and nature is my god. This is where I feel very connected and at peace. So yeah, yeah. But I often forget this when I am in this like cycle of working, and I forget that just going for a walk or doing something active will help me.
Okay, okay. That's a good quality. So, have you tried like finding a community of people where, for example, it's they have twice a week or 3 times a week meeting of doing something, running together? I found myself that these kind of meetings with the groups and socializing and as well doing something active when you're a workaholic, they really put you in the place where you must go. Do you have that
Yeah,
with it?
I used to, but now, yeah, it's difficult when I don't have this permanent place where I stay because for now it's like my life like this that during winter I travel somewhere and during summer, yeah, I'm in Lithuania, but also I'm traveling then somewhere else. I want to create something more like online community. I also actually have this e-shop, but it's kind of sleeping because I don't have time to develop. But I have zero time for it, so I'm thinking maybe to sell it to someone that have
Mhm.
time. But yeah, I made this in this maybe thinking that I want to create a community where people meditate, for example, online together, or yeah, they can find some meaningful gifts in one place, and that shop it's about that about this like spiritual gifts or something like that, something with like
Yeah.
that helps to improve your mental state or something related to health. So yeah, I had this idea. I actually wanted to gather a group, and I found teachers who can lead this whole meditation
Mhm.
club. But still, I am alone in many things in my life, and I don't have in my environment a lot of people who are like me, who are
Yeah.
like that, like active and want to do something in this life more. And I want to find more of this kind of people. Actually, I really want to create community of people that are similar to me and to do together something. I don't know, create something together. Go for this kind of activities, and I want more people who would say yes to life.
You know,
Actually, because I have a lot of who say no.
I have the tattoo here. It's in
uh,
Sakartvelian language. It means yes.
oh wow, very interesting.
It's
Okay.
so funny. It's on the topic. So
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, yeah, wow. Yeah, it's funny how we attract things what we want in life, and it's for me actually it became very easy to attract, like this manifesting things,
yeah,
like to manifest something
totally.
what I want.
And yeah, I totally feel you with that. And I think you start really finding people when you share the things. And once you start sharing,
Mm-hmm.
for example, your journey, and people love story. When you start speaking, and you have went through a lot, so obviously you have a lot to share. Once you start sharing that, people go like around you, and if you invite people,
Mm.
they will join you.
Yeah, I know that, and sometimes for me it's hard to share some maybe details from my life, and I know that if I don't do that, then people they can't like get to know me very well, and they can understand me what I am like real, what I'm real
Mhm.
person. But I try to do it more. I don't like to talk about like this what is bad in life or something. I try to more focus on the future or focus on what can I do now, what can I create now, and I really enjoy talking with people about, I don't know, creating something or about boosting their
Yeah,
confidence.
yeah,
I really like to encourage them to do something what they want in their life. I really support my friends if they want to do something new, and it's really makes me happy. And yeah, and also it's bad because it's hard for me to talk about past, but I try to learn it
yeah.
how
I
to do
think
that.
we're a bit similar. For me, like sharing and consistency are like the biggest problems in life, and like now I'm really trying to overcome those and
Mm,
sharing. Like through, I found like Medium in LinkedIn where I just share who I am and like just honest stuff. Just don't care about anything, just
yeah.
that kind of stuff. And I feel that
Mm,
like even though I just post like a couple of things, I already found you and found like some other people that really relate to it. And if you like really just you always will find people who will like relate to you if you like do it honestly.
yeah.
So with the community and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
discomfort.
it's very nice that you also yes, yes, and it's this is what I really enjoy, this community thing, and it's very nice that you are trying to create something like that. It's also very huge mission, I think, in my life. I see this like purpose in my life, just to help other people to more love each other because there are so many hate. And I don't support that. I don't know. I don't support any of this hate speech or something. But there are some people who are very like into it, and I know they're just not working on their self, and they're like very hating. Everything is so bad in life. Everything is so bad, and they're also attract this in their life. If we attract in our life what we believe. If we believe
True.
that everything is bad,
I,
we'll attract this.
I totally agree with you. Like from the life experience, for sure. You want to drag like the last question from it, and then
Okay.
yeah, and then it will be the last one, the last topic.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
very interesting to talk.
Yeah. Do you want to say which one? Say, and I will drag.
I think I don't know. Okay, so here this one you can.
Okay.
Okay, and now yes.
If you could never fail at anything ever again, what would you do?
Oh, never fail.
That's a
But I
tough
like
one.
failing. But I think it's a good thing. I don't know. Because you learn something new from it. And yes, it's not very comfortable, but I don't like comfort in the life in every sphere. Yeah, I try to balance my life and to have more comfort in it, but I think this some challenges they are good for us. They grow us. I don't
Yeah,
know. I think it's okay to have this in life. You just need to right view to it and to understand that this is not a problem. This is like just, yes, it's a challenge, but you can deal with it and you can learn something from it. And sometimes it's very
yeah,
hard at life and you don't see any hope, but life it's always like a wave. It's good moments and then bad moments and then again good moments, and it's life and you're alive. And I remember my one of like spiritual teachers, he said that if you want in life to be everything calm, you want just to die because it's like straight line, and
boring.
so that's it. You just yes, and you basically what you wanted to die, and
No way.
it's not possible. So yeah, I really think that we just need to change our look to the problems and make them as our advantage and grow from it.
What do you think for other people who are, for example, dealing with this kind of thing, like not seeing in the fail a good thing, how they can change their mindset?
Mhm. I think maybe they should look for what he really helped for me. Actually, what I found is voluntary work and helping other people. I really like that to help. I don't know, poor people or something like that, or to go some kind of organizations, and it also grow more my empathy. And really I want in the future to make some kind of course or workshop about empathy and how to develop this, because it's very 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 important. And if we all would have more empathy for each other, then like all world would be way way way
Wait,
better. So
I don't
even
even
in
imagine.
Lithuania, yeah, and it's my dream actually that more people would have this, because for me it's so surprising how people don't understand that if they're saying something bad to other person, it's it hurt them, and how they
Yes,
not feel
totally.
this. I don't understand how they cannot feel it, because I can do this because I feel what they feel and
Yeah,
I can understand how they are struggling in life, and I want to help them. And this is like every person can develop this, but they just need to work with themselves. Yeah, so I think the main thing is to work with and go
yes.
to therapy and just go out of your comfort actual zone, and
Actually,
then just
this
it's
goes
important.
along with really question the other one that I want to ask, like in some other part of the conversation. What
Mm-hmm.
helped you go through your traumas?
I think I contemplate a lot all the time. I think about my behavior a lot and analyze my behavior. Also, yeah, I do therapy. Hypnotherapy is very helpful actually because it goes to your like subconscious level, and
It's so
yeah,
interesting. Never heard someone from the like, real life experience like about hypnotherapy. It's rare.
yeah, I have very close relation to it because my husband is hypnotherapist,
Oh,
and yeah,
makes sense then.
yeah, and he's working a lot with people, and I see, and I also myself I experienced, but not from him, from other
Yeah,
people, that it's very effective way because you go into your subconscious level and you change programs because our brain is like computer. You can
yeah,
like reinstall everything. You just need to go to your subconscious level and not work just. I don't like this psychotherapy or like this basic therapy because it's only about talking and it's only about like this. You don't go to your deep levels and you don't access this root of traumas. You can, yes, you can talk a lot and maybe you feel better, but it doesn't change anything. So now
yeah.
there are like way
But
more effective ways actually to do.
I'm curious, is there like more risk of doing it? Because once you connect with your like subconscious, then you have this flow that there's no wall between conscious and your mind, and it can what has been like trauma holding up in there, it can go at once through there, and for some people it can be like very bad.
Mm.
How do you prepare it?
I think
Like,
you just need to trust maybe a person and the hypnotherapist. You need to trust that he will guide you, and this is why you pay for this session and you
fair
go
enough.
to a specialist.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you need guidance.
yeah.
Uh, and yeah, you just need to trust that everything that you are safe, and it's actually it's not like something very spooky that people think it, that it's very spooky
How was your
thing.
first
And
time?
I don't know, like meditation, but in a deeper level. It's just, it's nothing very like magical. It's just you go into this. I think, yeah, our brain has this theta wave state, and you are in a state between awake and sleeping. And you are like almost sleeping. Your body it's sleeping, but you are awake.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just talk with therapist and you are completely aware of everything that is happening, but you are just more relaxed and that's it. So for me it was nothing very like,
It sounds really satisfying. Yeah. I want to try
it's
that
very
as well.
powerful method. Yeah, it's very powerful methods, and very people like, even in one session they can get from the smoking addiction, they can completely, yeah, get it from their life. So
Yeah,
it's
I
very
think
powerful.
I need it then.
So
I'm not smoking. I have other things.
yeah, yeah, it's anything it can help with anything actually. So
Help with
yeah,
life.
it's very interesting. Yeah, and there are many other therapists.
They usually say that if I go to therapist, how is he going to solve my problems? So they
Mm,
think how he's going to solve my problems, but not how
yeah,
I solve my problems.
yeah,
It's like pretty common. I
yeah.
actually the same mindset as well when I went for the first time, and like I went to the one therapist and I had mindset, and then I
Mm-hmm.
thought this therapist is not for me because she wasn't saying the things that
Yeah,
how I should
yeah.
solve it. Then I went to another one and we discussed this thing, so I got to understand it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Many people think that others that everyone else fault. They don't take responsibility for their emotions and actions. And the
But
main thing, I
yeah,
think, yeah, in life you need to take responsibility that everything what you feel
it's on you.
is your responsibility.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, it's on you, and nobody's fault. Yes, and
exactly.
nobody can change it. Only you can do this. And it's also really when I realized that life became easier because I understand if some person I know it's angry at me, I feel sorry for that person because he has many problems in life, and I try to look at them like practically and understand that if a person is angry in general, he's very traumatized. It helps, and it's not my fault. It's not about me what that person is talking. And yeah, there are also I need to always to be very critical about myself and maybe something that he's saying because yes, it's true about me and I need to think about it. But mostly they're emotional
Yeah, it's
and
but as well, it's the thing that how do you respond for this kind of people? For example, when you get hate comments, for like people,
mm,
a lot of people are thinking like, "Oh, that's really about me," and overthinking that.
yeah,
How do you respond that to the people so that they understand
yes.
about?
Yeah, actually, very interesting technique that I use when I get this kind of, I don't know, some, no, for example, I don't know if I share something or I comment something, and if I get this hate comment, for example, I always answer to it with love. And I always answer it with just wishing that person, I don't know, good day, or just I never go into this conversation deeper, and I understand that person just need help, and all I can do, I just can send him some support and
Yeah,
say something nice about him, and that's it, and
totally.
everything stops. And it's really powerful. It always works for me, and
You're sending some
but
good energy.
yeah, but it's also hard to get to this point in life. You just need to work a lot on yourself, and
Yeah,
yeah, and just not to take personally anything. Just
it's
to
hard.
be, yeah, be a spectator in life. Just
Yeah,
be a bit
yeah.
more like here
That's
and to see everything from side.
that's a very good point. Be a spectator. Like, then
Mm-hmm.
really everything is bad and good, but what is actually bad? What is actually good? It's
Yeah.
how you
Yeah,
perceive.
yeah. This is how I feel, and this is what I always try to do in life as well. Also in work, very helpful for me. This is that when I work with clients now, I work only with clients that our values match, and I always say that if you want to work with me, our values they should match,
Yeah,
and because for me, very important that person that or like business that I'm working would have these values about like warm communication because I'm like that. I'm communicate warmly but professionally when I'm working, for example, with clients. And when there are some kind of conflicts, I can solve them always very calmly because I
it's
don't
just
take
you.
personal
Yeah.
anymore. And it's
Oh,
easier.
I really think that well for myself in the past was that it was hard to go to the people that I don't know, or for example, to the people that have higher status, like for example in life.
Mm,
Then now I go to anyone, and it's the I and you were just people, and there's like at the base level zero difference, and when you die, there will be zero
mm.
difference. So, and you can also solve everything with just speaking with deeply and
Yeah,
understanding. So, I
yeah,
really
yeah.
agree with that. And so
Yeah, nice.
I don't know how much time you have. We said that this conversation either will be 20 minutes or 5 hours or 1 hour. I think for this time it will be 1 hour. But I really
Okay,
had
okay.
fun speaking with you, and let's speak sometime once more. I having fun
Yeah,
here.
for sure. Yeah, it was really interesting for me experience, and even like to share in English. It's also for me a challenge. So and it's
Discomfort.
nice. Yes, discomfort. It's nice. I enjoyed it,
You're doing
and
good, like so good.
yeah, thank you for inviting me. It's really interesting to
Thank you
share
for connecting
the
us.
borders. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy how life goes, and
Yeah,
it's really nice. Yeah, that you're creating this community, and maybe somehow I also want to, but if I can help somehow with it.
actually,
Okay. Yeah, I would love to actually. Yeah, yeah, I would love to. I really want to have more people like sincere and kind people in my life that who are up for I don't know adventures or up for
hmm
something spontaneous, because I don't have many people like that in my life, and I really to find more.
well, I'm sending you a big hug from my side, and I will stop recording.
Same. Okay.